Well, we are concluding the calibration with step 6, and pushing the final buttons according to the manual is step number 7, but the measurement section is 6 steps. So let's see. By the way, the calibration is still going on, so the little machine is working pretty hard here. We did the blood test on step 6, and then the required 7th. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I went beyond. So the 7 was the 37. Okay. Take 5 off from that for blood test. That means 32 was required. And compared to the first one, I think it was 30. It stopped at 30. Yeah, I did see. I'm almost certain that a couple of days ago, when I did the first calibration, it presented me the choice to stop a little bit earlier. So that can be at various times when it does it. Interesting, not earth-shattering. I had the plan to go to 40, and if I do another calibration in the future, I think I'm going to go up to 50. That's my plan. Number 7 is simply just concluding the calibration by pushing a button on the screen, and that's it. Now, as I mentioned in a few seconds earlier in the other video segment, that when I pressed continue, when I pressed putting more data in and not concluding the process, then I was thinking, oh, wait a second, how am I going to tell the machine that I'm done? I don't want to do anymore. But it was smart enough to give me the option again. Okay, do you want to conclude the test? And I mean the calibration. And I said, okay, now I want to do it because I reached 40. So, yeah. Overall, I think it's a very simple, easy to handle device. It does take 4 hours, actually a little bit more. So I was busy doing other things on my computer. It didn't really help me up. But if I wouldn't have the 4 hours to put into this, or block out 5 hours in my day, I wouldn't start, because oops, now it went into sleep mode. I want to make sure it's not going to shut down on me. I think after 10 minutes or after a few minutes it goes into sleep mode, but still it's working, but then it's going to shut off. So I wanted to make sure it's not shutting off until I see it on the screen it's complete, and it's not even halfway yet. So it does take some time for this machine to do its calibration. Very interesting thing will be to see the test results, how close they come with the blood test. So I already have some data for making comparisons. The first time around I did the testing based on the first calibration. Let's see after the second calibration if I reached a better performance. In other words, closing the gap. 15% they say, I found on bigger websites asking the question, what about the discrepancies of blood test results? And I say, yeah, it's about 15%, but so many factors can affect even a blood test. The contamination of the area, using the alcohol pads and going for it too early, or taking out the strip that goes into the machine and that somehow gets some alcohol vapor in it or what have you. So yeah, it's not a medical grade level, but it's good enough to get the data that is usable, because I don't think it's a point here or point there that's going to make a difference. It's the frequency of the data and how can I make best use of that data to adjust my food intake and my exercises, because this is what it's going to come down to. I need to empty my body of the excess sugar. I need to lose considerable amount of weight, but I don't lose weight, I don't treat weight as the subject. That's only a symptom of my current health stage. So the weight is going to take care of itself once I change my lifestyle. But that's a topic for another time. Thank you for your attention.